Welcome back, Tribe. I have one here from Emily. It says, women regrets a divorce, or woman, and the husband moves on, of course.
Question. How many of you guys have had a divorce or just a breakup where down the line that woman regrets the decision and she actively demonstrates and shows to you that she's trying to get you to come back to her? This topic today is inspired by one woman's story of divorce. Honestly, if one more couple gets divorced because of the reasons why she got divorced, that is too many. Okay, I'll be honest, guys, this might sound bad, but this is like a feel-good video for you guys that have just been through it with either a divorce or a breakup where you feel like you have been completely wronged. This is a true example of, even if you've gone through that and you've taken the high road, you haven't really forced any kind of consequence on your other partner. You know, you've just stepped back and you let life happen. Well, guess what? Karma will come back. Eventually, karma does, right? And this is a story where a woman ends up getting a divorce and she later regrets it because karma really compounds when men prior to divorce are doing all the right things, right? Like, he's a good man. He is a provider. He literally doesn't do anything to cause his woman to want to have divorce. That is this story. So if you guys are ready for it, let's start to listen to it. I'm probably going to cut in with my opinion. We'll see how long I last. Oh, and before I hit play, please, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button to catch my videos every Friday. Okay, let's watch the video.
So recently, I caught up with an old friend, and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple, and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids, and I just got lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, boyfriends, or like they had just got married, and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends. And they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, they had a big house, they had nice things. Like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced. And now, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun. They just want to go to the club. They just want to go to the bar. They just want to hang out, have a good time. And then that's it. She said, no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's going to help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time.
That's crazy that you broke up a marriage to find a good time, and then all you get are good times, and then now you want a provider, which is the very thing you had that you let go of. This is why I tell you guys, not in the West, never in a million years. These people are adolescents in an adult body.
She's already getting into the problems that her friend is facing in the dating world. And this is something that a lot of women don't realize, especially when they get married at a fairly young age. I mean, anytime in your 20s. What women don't understand is that is a woman's prime. Okay, if you start dating into your 30s or 40s or 50s, you are not going to be valued in the same way. And I know that triggers a lot of women, but it is the truth. A lot of men are not looking to date you if you're in that higher age bracket. And of course, it varies a little bit based on his age, but in general, like the 20s, like you're going to have a huge dating pool. You're all kind of looking to date somebody that doesn't have a lot of baggage, and none of you really do have baggage. Like, all of that changes as you get older, and you're most for you, lady, especially when you have 2 children that you share with another man. Let's listen to the rest of the video.
She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? She's like, I know.
This is going to turn into a prime example of the 90-10 theory. I know I've talked about it before, guys, but in case you haven't, starting to realize that. So let's see what happens.
And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like, seriously.
There
They
it
have
is.
been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together.
I am not surprised. That good man that is willing to be a provider.
She says that he's fully taking care of her. Like, the girl doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, I can't even find nobody. And he just found someone.
No, that's the problem. I can't find nobody, and he found somebody. That's it. It's the jokes. It's that simple. If he was struggling, if he was lonely, if his life was falling apart, if nobody wanted him, she wouldn't give a shit and say it was worth it leaving him. That would have been her confirmation bias that she made the right choice. She's only upset because he found somebody and he's happy and she can't. That's it. These are children in adult bodies. You're seeing it.
So quick.
It's clear as day. It's because she...
Blah, blah, blah. And I was so confused because I was like, okay, so you divorced him because he was always working and you were bored. So now you're single, going out, having a good time, dating, but you don't like that. Now you want someone to take care of you, a provider. And your ex-husband, all he wanted to do was be a provider. That's why now he is dating someone who he has no problem providing for her and her kids. And she's pissed because she's like, why would he go and find someone who has kids? Like, he already has kids. Why would he want to take on that responsibility? And I'm like, wait, aren't you looking for someone to take on that responsibility? I was just giving her a hard time, not gonna lie, because it was kind of funny to me because I was like, I could tell that she regretted her decision. I could tell.
All I have to say.
Let's see what the comment. There's got to be men saying something. I heard a story several years ago where a woman demanded a divorce because she was bored. The husband decided not to fight the divorce, and the marriage was officially over within weeks because the couple did not have many or any children. Within weeks of the divorce, the guy took a trip with some buddies to kickstart his new life. While on the trip, he purchased a lotto ticket and won a couple $1 million. The ex heard about it and tried to sue for some of the cash. The judge ruled in the favor of the guy and forced the ex to pay all the legal fees. Oh, wow. 1 week before our 30th wedding anniversary, my wife said she was leaving me for a man less than half my age. Oh, you don't hear about those often. Because she said she wanted more romance in her life. Yet, all our friends, including me, thought we had the perfect marriage. Wow. I lavished her with attention, held her hand and kissed in public, opened doors for her, gave her anything she wanted, but it was not enough. Then when she told her boyfriend she left me for him, he dumped her and she tried to get back to me. Of course, the failed branch swing. I am the beneficiary of a woman just like the one in the video. Jeez. This one nabbed someone's husband. My husband's ex got bored and left him with 5 kids to raise by himself. I was a single mom of 6. Jesus. We were friends at first. I helped him keep a house and he helped me maintain my car. Long story short, we got married 9 years ago. His ex has been through 2 husbands and several boyfriends, is a still pretty unhappy person. We're ridiculously happy, even in the midst of craziness that is our life. And I'm so grateful for my hardworking, faithful man. He is teaching our boys to be just like him and our daughters how to value themselves. I'm doing my best to teach them to honor their man and spoil him rotten so that the ugly cycle of selfishness and dishonor will stop here. Wow. This guy says, I'm thankfully married to my first wife. This year will be 39, going strong. My ex-wife left me for another man she met online from another state. What the hell? We got a divorce after he moved up here. She moved in with him. I moved on. I remarried and she went from failed relationship to failed relationship. I've been with my wife for over 20 years now. My ex just keeps dating guy after guy. One of her exes cheated on her about 5 years ago and she called me apologizing. She hinted at us getting back together and I had to tell her she was barking up the wrong tree. I apologized for being blunt, but told her that she should only be contacting me about matters affecting our daughter. Stone cold with it. She tried telling me her happiness affects our daughter's happiness. The nerve of this woman never ceased to amaze me. You see how they try to guilt you through the kids? Unbelievably. It always comes down to the woman's friends. Women keep other women single. So this guy says, I'm divorced and very happy with it. People try to make me scared, saying that it always ends in regret, but I never regretted it a single minute. I get up in the morning, I hear birds singing, I feel relaxed, I feel happy. No screaming wife anymore. No constant criticism anymore. Just happiness. There you go. Jeez. My situation exactly. Ex-wife divorced me because of boredom. 3 years later, I'm remarried to a woman 12 years younger who's prettier, cooks, cleans, and happy to see me when I get home. Do you see all these stories? Look at this one. My ex-wife of 22 years, married for 20, contacted me the week before my wedding to my current wife, 17 years happy and counting, and proceeded to show regret and dismay at what happened after the divorce to her. I traded a mean one for a nice one. Be careful out there, guys. Ex-wife is now 63 and will never retire because she doesn't know how to save money. Oh, and I got both kids. They are both doctors now. Damn, talk about a serious W. You don't hear about those often. She had a provider but wanted to go clubbing. So she divorces to go clubbing, and now she wants a provider. And the cycle of stupidity continues. Her. All my husband does is work and pay the bills. Also her. I need a man to take care of my bills. That's a good one. Oh, my Lord. Wow. My wife cheated on me with an ex and left me with our 3 kids and moved a few states away with the ex. 5 months later, she asked to come back. Nope. She treated me like garbage during the divorce and I took the high road. My kids are adults and refused to talk to her, and I didn't encourage that because it's still their mom. She destroyed our family. Been divorced 11 years and getting ready to marry an amazing woman. What? That's what's interesting about this, huh? It's inverse. Like, men struggle to move on from a divorce. Like, they're down in the dumps. They feel really heavy. But the turnaround is always really, most of the time, really good. Like, he then finds clarity. He then finds like a younger woman who treats him right, gives him more kids. The man basically moves on and does well eventually, as long as he gets over that dark period. But for the women, it's completely opposite. It's like, for them, it's the clear blue skies at the very beginning that turns into dark clouds and a tornado of fucking hail and just misery. Towards the latter end of their, quote, divorce years, they get more and more miserable because they're getting more and more pump and dumps, and they're getting worse quality guys, and they have too many strings attached to them and all the baggage. So like nobody of quality is even looking their direction. While the husband, typically in that time frame near the end there, is found somebody, moved on, and lives a happy life. So yeah, cool story. In the beginning, you got pumped and dumped, you went clubbing, you found your little bad boys half the age, but then when you wanted something serious and a man to take care of you and pay your bills, your husband's long gone, you just replaced you. This is what happens when people are slaves to their feelings, at the whims of everywhere it blows, every other second, how I feel. Feelings, feel. If you got somebody that's a slave to their feelings, this is what happens. You need a woman that could plan for the long term and actually execute. Delay gratification. That's the hardest thing to find in people today, that could delay gratification. It's insane. The brain slop online. We're addicted to it. We need it now. We need the dopamine now without having to work for it. I want to feel good now. I want to get pumped and dumped now. I don't care what it costs me if I could just have it now. And then you get it, and then it's not a big deal. You become numb to it because you got pumped and dumped a million times. And now you want the thing you don't have anymore. I want my husband now. I want to be provided for now. I want to be a stay-at-home mother again now. Now, I want that now. It's gone. So the only way to get it now is to reach for the branch you just broke off, swing to the other one. It's gone. There's nothing to swing back to. Hopefully videos like this start waking them up a little bit. Anyways, be appreciated this one. Subscribe to the channel. As usual, boys, we'll see you on the next one. If you haven't, also check out the second channel. Appreciate everybody that's in the private community, everybody that's been doing the private consults, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys tonight. We do calls 4 times a week consistently. So hop on. Let's chat about topics like this and beyond. Been putting some heaters on the second channel, so just search for Bo Refek and you'll find it. First one that comes up. Take care, everybody.